Are you ready to sell your products online, but letting technology get in the way? We want to talk about how to sell your products online. Now, once we've crafted a product, there's more to just posting it online and having people buy it. We got to look at where are we going to be posting that at? How do we get that up there? Why are people buying in the first place? And I think that's the biggest question, is why do people buy? Because you can have everything available to them, but if there's not a few things in place, they're not going to buy it anyways. The reason people buy is because they know, like, and trust. They either know, like, and trust a brand, a company, a product, a person. It comes back to knowing, liking, and trusting. So how do we convey that online, right? In person, we can think about that pretty easy at like a craft fair, any kind of a vendor show. You can meet somebody in person, tell them about your product, get to know them a little bit, let them get to know you. Most importantly, that's why it's important to be able to talk to people and interact with them. But how can we convey that online? The biggest way is through content creation. And we're going to talk about that a little bit further. But let's back up and say, where are we going to post this stuff? Where do we sell it online? Because online is this big space, right? So there's a few different options when we look at that. Number one is going to be social media. So we'll start there. We're looking at Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Any of these places are places that we can sell online. We can simply put some products up there, answer some people in messages, and process payments and get this done. Some of these sites have built-in shops that you can do in there. The other place we're going to look at is plug-and-play type of websites. So think about things like Etsy, eBay, Amazon Handmade. These are sites that are already made that you can go in, set up an account, post your pictures, post your products, and begin selling that way. The last option we look at is building your own website. Now, I don't mean you have to be coding your own website and doing all the fancy stuff. My guess is if you know how to do that stuff, you're probably not watching this video anyways, right? So we're going to keep it simple. Things like Shopify, Squarespace, Wix, Weebly, these are all options in there. My personal favorite, Shopify, that's what I use. I love it. It's simple and easy to use. But there's lots of options out there as far as that. All of these places you can Google how to use them, punch your stuff in and go. But more importantly than just getting your stuff up there is we want to make the transaction happen. We want people to be clicking and buying. So that's where this content creation comes into place. Now, content creation can mean what I'm doing right here, making a YouTube video. You're getting to watch this, you're getting to know me. Whether you like me or not is up to you, but you're getting to spend that time, and I'm face to camera. That's one way to do that. But there's other ways to do content creation. There's writing copy, so meaning the words that you write. That could be in a blog post or just in your product description. So it's not just a one size fits all. You want to create content that you're comfortable with. If you're comfortable being on camera, you can create content on camera. If you're more comfortable writing, you can write. If you're more comfortable just speaking but not having face on camera, we can do that too. But we have to put that out there to give people the opportunity to know, like, and trust you. Because if we just blast something up there, a product, and assume people are going to want to buy it because you made it, that's not the way it works, right? We understand as makers what goes into these products. You've been spending the time, you've been working on them, but the average person out there doesn't know that. And we can't get upset and say, well, they don't appreciate what I do, or they don't appreciate what goes into these products. It's not their fault they don't appreciate it. They don't understand yet. So it's our responsibility as the craftsmen to educate our customers. And that customer education comes through this content creation. Now, there's big things that people say stand in the way of content creation, right? I don't have enough time to do it. I don't have the right equipment to do it. I just don't even know how to do it. These are all things that can be solved, right? As far as the equipment, it doesn't take much. Purposefully, just for this video, I'm not doing this on any fancy camera. This is done on my iPhone. So if you have an iPhone, we can sell your stuff online. You can make the content on this. You can get on here to any of those social media platforms we talked about, any of those website hosts we talked about. You can do this all from your phone, so it doesn't take a huge upfront cost if you already have your phone. Now there's ways you can always upgrade things, right? That's an option in anything we do, but you don't have to get started. So how do we take content and put that in place to sell your products, right? This is through your social medias and developing that personal brand, whether that's that personal brand for yourself, for your company, and letting people connect with that. And it's also in those websites, in the descriptions. We can have videos on your website. You can have just good pictures and content with copy on there. Again, so somebody can deep dive into some of your products and really decide whether they know, like, and trust that. How did I learn this? It's taken a long time. I spent a long time just stumbling through, and then we finally fast-tracked and really got going in the right direction after going through the Content to Cash Challenge with Omar This guy is a wizard when it comes to the content creation side, so I highly recommend it. If that's something, again, you can Google and search and spend time and stumble through and learn this stuff on your own. It's just going to take a long time. If you're looking for that fast track way, I can't recommend enough the Content to Cash Challenge. It really takes all of these principles we're talking about how to sell your products, and puts them in a way where you can create the content to get the cash. That's what we're after when we're selling products. So Omar breaks it down in such an understandable way and teaches you how to create the content in a short amount of time with very little gear and in an effective way where people do connect with you and then in turn want to buy your product. So I'll drop a link below in the description there if you want to check out this Content to Cash Challenge. They're recurring. He has multiple of these, but check out the link for the next one coming up and don't miss out on your chance. And use this idea of creating content to elevate your business and start selling products online right now.